Well, hello, and welcome back for another episode of RV Life, What I Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae, and this is episode 15. So this week I'm trying out a couple of yogurt-based muffins that I found at the farmer's market. This one is a pistachio and ricotta. I have another one in the fridge that I haven't touched yet. And then, because I have leftover curry and I didn't end up using my potato in the curry, I am making a baked potato and I'm going to smother it with the vegan curry mix that I made, as well as some dill and cilantro. I didn't really do anything special because this is mostly leftovers. I did have a can of like this vegan chili mix, so I added some of that to the curry just because I wanted just to add like a little bit of extra substance to it, and it had more of like a meaty texture, so you can see that it doesn't look the same exactly as the curry that I made. And then I just baked a medium potato, split it into threes because it was particularly thick, and then I just smothered it in the sauce and whatnot and enjoyed that. I do think that maybe I should have added some sriracha because it didn't have as much heat after I added the vegan chili. It's a new day and I'm cracking open 2 blue eggs that kind of look like regular white eggs on camera, I noticed, to make a mushroom omelet. I had I think 3 slices of this bread left, my Dave's Killer bread, and I didn't want to just make a sandwich and then be stuck with 1 slice of bread, so I decided I was just going to make 3 open-faced pieces. I ended up putting one of them away, but I'm gonna lightly steam this omelet, split it into 3s, and then divide it amongst the bread. Also, it was like, I don't know, 52 degrees this morning, and as you can see, I've got everything tucked in because I needed extra warmth. I didn't realize how thin these pants actually were. I know that they were breezy and they're very comfortable, but I didn't know until I was watching on camera that you can actually see through them from the thigh down. So no wonder I was kind of chilly and had to tuck my shirt in for extra warmth. Bread all toasted. I think it was like chicken breast deli meat left over, which I guess I opened and forgot about because there was about what looked like 3 or 4 slices left in the bag, but that smelled gross, so we went ahead and threw that out and opened a new package, which was turkey instead, which reminds me that I also need to remember to use that before that one goes bad because I've only used 3 slices so far. I sincerely love using hummus in almost everyday recipes. It just adds like a nice creamy texture. You get that subtle garbanzo bean flavor in the background. Plus, if you get the kinds that are seasoned, I think this one was a garlic one. It added like a spicy sweetness to it, which I quite liked. Right now, I currently have a Boar's peppercorn one, which adds even more spicy pepperiness, which I quite enjoy. So while the Daya mozzarella cheese is melting on my omelet that you noticed I split into three, I'm going to go ahead and prepare some avocado to go on top of that, along with some cilantro and, of course, some sriracha because I like it spicy. Nothing like a hot tea on a cold day. Oh, goodness. So I have been craving Thai tea majorly. So for today, I made a lavender Thai tea. I think later on in the episode, I end up making a minty Thai tea with almond horchata in it. You'd think that I would use the hot chocolate mixes that I got for Christmas, but clearly the people who bought it for me don't know me that well. I don't know if it's the tism in me speaking, but I have to have different textures. Like, if I am sitting down with something warm and mostly the same texture, I need something fresh, cold, crunchy, something to kind of like give my mouth a different sensation. So I got like one slice in and I was like, I need chips. I need something crunchy. Alright, moving on to another day. My brother was getting ready to go on a trip because it's his birthday this week, and I guess he forgot that he had chicken in his fridge, so he said, you can have that. So, funny enough, I already had one split chicken breast that I had pounded out and froze, which was currently defrosting in my fridge when he gave me this chicken. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, now I have 2 extra pieces of chicken. So there's the split chicken breast that I was talking about. What I am doing is cross hatch cutting. I don't even know if that's correct. Whatever. I am cutting a cross pattern into the chicken so that when the marinade goes on, it seeps into the chicken itself. And then the marinade that I'm doing is garlic and dill, salt and pepper. I wanted to actually coat it in yogurt, but I did not have yogurt, so had to go with olive oil instead. Also only doing a marinade for this right now because I was actually in a rush. This was a Wednesday night where I'm supposed to go and meet with my friends for our usual kava meetup, so I didn't really have the time to actually cook, but I also already had the chicken in my fridge, so I'm like, well, if I marinate it now, I'm more likely to cook it later, so let me just get this out of the way. So threw that together and then went to go shower and get ready and leave to meet with my friends. I had the yogurt to have marinated this in, it would have been a little bit more of like a Mediterranean style dish, which was kind of what I was going for. But in the end, I think because I didn't put the Greek yogurt on it, it was a little bit more versatile for the rest of the dishes that I end up using it in. So this was my Christmas gift from my eldest brother. It is a Viome Gut Intelligence Kit, which, by the way, just want to point this out, this is not an advertisement, this is not a paid sponsorship, nothing. This is just me going through what I got for Christmas. So my brother has been a big advocate for this brand in particular because he did it as well, and he's constantly talking about his superfoods and what he's eating and how healthy his gut biome is and all this nonsense about his poop, okay? So he finally got me one, and it was my Christmas gift. So it took me a while before I finally opened it and went through the process of doing the questionnaire. I actually did all the steps out of order because I collected the stool last because I wanted to make sure that I got all the other things completed. So it's just a simple questionnaire, basically asks you what your medical history is like, if you have stomach issues. I suffer from IBS. I have since I was in high school, and it is the biggest pain in my butt because I have mixed IBS, which means I don't just have diarrhea or constipation. I have a mixture of both. Yay! Look at me being an overachiever. So at any rate, I have collected my sample and sent that out, I think, about a week ago. And there is an app for the Viome, which should eventually give me an update saying that they received my sample. And I guess I get a list of superfoods that are really good for me to eat, certain things that I should avoid. Not to say that I don't already have ideas of what I should and shouldn't eat, because, I reap the rewards of what I eat and know what does and does not work well with my body. But I think, considering the fact that for the last 10 years I have had, I don't want to say an eating disorder, but some food insecurities that have made me eat in a less healthy way. And this is me trying to get back on track and just get to know my body better and feed my body better. Naturally, I will add the results once they come in, so stay tuned for more. Okay, back to the food. So I believe that I am going to end up pulling out that split chicken breast and making a sandwich. The other two breasts will end up in the next episode because I just cooked them today. Before we get into the chicken, let's go ahead and get our tea kettle set up. This should be that almond horchata mint Thai tea that I mentioned earlier. I'm thinking that before my fresh dill runs out and or goes bad, then I'm going to take some chicken and cube it, put it on a skewer, and actually do the yogurt marinade so I can make my own Greek souvlaki chicken at home, because that would be nice. I haven't done that in a minute. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I did get a new glass cutting board. Found that while out thrift shopping. While I was out looking for some furniture for my brother's house, I think I mentioned that I am helping to stage it for when he eventually Airbnbs it. Found him a really, really nice dresser, which bought and paid for, but still have to pick up from the store. And found a super, super cute, very comfortable bike at a different thrift store that I thought was perfect for me. Took that out riding the other day and couldn't be happier, minus the fact that, now my saddle hurts, if you catch my meaning. Now, as for the salad, y'all know the deal by now. If you've watched a couple episodes, you know it's radishes, it's cucumber, or apples, and feta. It's always going to be feta. I was thinking that since I'm almost out of feta, that I might switch up my cheese option, but at the same time, I have to find something that's not going to hurt my stomach. Part of me wants to get like burrata, but it's supposed to be aged mozzarella that doesn't like mess up my lactose intolerance, and I feel like burrata, which is more of like a soft mozzarella, is probably still gonna give me discomfort. My only major complaint about this chicken is that it had some like ligaments in there, which, I mean, duh, it's meat, but I wasn't prepared for it, and like my first bite had the hard bit of ligament in it, so I was like, that's unappealing. I also wish that I had like a peppery arugula or something to go with it. I did also consider making this more of a panini situation, but I did not feel like dragging out my panini press and then having to clean that just for one sandwich. So I'm like, you know what? No, we're just going to use the same pan to do our bread and then call it a day. looks like we're at the end of the video. Thank you so much again for stopping by and watching yet another episode of RV Life, What I Ate in a Week. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. New episodes release every Sunday and Wednesday. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.